Good morning. It is Wednesday, January 29th, and I was gonna put out a video of knitting the Sophie hood by Petite Knit this week. I'm using this yarn. However, I'm just a little bit over halfway done with it, so it's not gonna be done this week. So I figured what I can accomplish this week, hopefully, because there's a lot of days to catch up on, is catching up on my temperature blanket. I haven't worked on it since the last time I filmed and caught up to day, it might have been like day 13, 12 or 13, and it's the 29th. So I'm going to catch up on that. I did get a color purple for the 20-degree weather, so I do have that yarn. So now I can do that day that I hadn't been able to do before. So I'm going to pull out that project and the yarn and at least get started on that. Alright, I've pulled out all of the colors that I'm going to need for these last few weeks. The purple is loops and threads. I didn't feel like we would get 20-degree weather very often, so I didn't get like a big skein of yarn. It's a fairly small one compared to these ones. But let's work on January 13th, which is a high of 67 and a low of 29. So we are going to use brown and purple. So these are the two colors for January 13th. Let's get started on that. Alright, so January 13th, done. Now for January 14th. So 69 degrees and as the high and 35 degrees as the low. So 60 degrees weather is brown and those 35 is white. So brown and white. Alright, just finished January 14th. Gonna mark that one off. Ah, my book's falling. Now we need to do January 15th, which is a high of 71 degrees and a low of 35 degrees. So for this row, I need white and green. She sucked down 3 meals on her own. Oh my gosh, she's still trying to eat. I'm gonna get her more. Okay, hello. I did not finish catching up on my blanket yet, so I'm gonna continue on with this. This is how it looks. It's very busy and I like it. It's very busy because I switched the color partway through on each row to get the high and the low of every day. So today is very cold, if you can't tell. I'm wearing my hoodie with a like a thermal shirt underneath. yeah, all I want to do today actually is like snuggle in bed and play Hogwarts Legacy, but I'm gonna do the responsible thing and try to finish this video and catch up on my temperature blanket so I am not so far behind. I think I can catch up today. I did get a little off track yesterday because there was a mom and 4 kittens that needed to get out of a shelter, or they would have been euthanized at the end of the day, but we got them. Yeah. So there was a lot to coordinate yesterday for transport, and then I needed some supplies for them because I was running low on foster supplies. I got the mama a new bed, a new litter box. We picked up food from the rescue. Yeah. But she's doing pretty good. I think her milk supply isn't really there, so I have been feeding the babies. But the mama's been really good, and she lets me pet her and take the babies without any issues. So I think it's really good for the babies to like snuggle and nurse on mom, even though she isn't able to produce enough milk for them. So I am feeding them every 2 hours. I should feed them soon. Maybe in about 20 minutes, and then yeah, I fed them at 6 a.m., 8 a.m., 10 a.m., and I need to feed them about 12. So the babies are really tiny. Okay, I'm gonna catch up on this temperature blanket now. Alright, so I am on January 20th that I need to catch up on. So the high was 68 degrees and the low was 27. So I am using brown and purple for this row. So let's get this row done, and then I think I will feed those babies. Alright, I just finished this row. Now I'm going to feed those babies because they're meowing and we don't want to keep them waiting. And by the way, if you ever want to donate to a worthy cause, this is the rescue that I foster for. It's LYFF, Cat Rescue, or Love Your Feral Felines. The money doesn't go to me, it goes to the rescue. I'm just a foster for them. But it's a really good rescue. All of the money goes to the animals. None of the volunteers are paid. Well, there actually might be on the weekends to help with adoptions. There's like a part-time person that gets paid some, like during the weekends to help facilitate adoptions. But like all of the other volunteers are not paid and do this for free. I do not get paid to foster these babies. This is the tiniest baby. Yeah, I'm gonna feed her real quick. Alright, next row is going to be a high of 71 and a low of 34. So we're going to do green and white. Alright, so January 22nd was a high of 80 degrees and a low of 34 degrees. So we're going to do pink and white. Alright, I just finished January 22nd. I love the pink in it. Super cute. I also love how I'm making this in single crochet. And I'm switching the color side based on what will give me the most contrast. So I'm not sticking to like lows on one side and highs on the other. It's just kind of jumbled because I like high contrast. And I like how it looks kind of houndstoothy. All I'm doing is rows of single crochet and changing colors based on the temperatures. But I really like how it looks. Alright, I just finished January 24th, and when I get to this 26th, I can use 54. So, that's the first time I get to use that color so far this year, which is exciting. It's like a tealy blue, but I need to first do the 25th, but then I can use that new color. That'll be fun. So for January 25th, I am using a light blue and a brown. Alright, I just finished this row. Now, this next row is going to be very blue. So we have a high of 54 and a low of 41. Hi, Timmy. You a good boy? You want to cuddle, baby boy? You're so silly. You want to cuddle with Mama? Silly boy. Oh my goodness, I am caught up to the 30th of January. Now I have a lot of ends to weave in. I have been trying to weave as I go, but I did so much in like 2 rounds of crocheting that I didn't crochet, or I didn't weave in the ends as I went. So I need to take care of these ends. I'm glad I got caught up on this. Just one more day of January is left. In the month of January, my temperature blanket will be done. It is January 31st, and I've caught up on my temperature blanket for 2025. And here it is. So the highest we've had was in the 80s. The lowest we've had was in the beginning of the 20s, like between 27 and 29 degrees. So far I really like how it looks. I like the single crochet and like alternating the colors so that there's a lot of contrast. It looks fun, and it gives me a long-term project to work on. Anyways, this is going to be it for this video. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you have a good day. Okay, bye!